Hello, welcome to the Las Vegas Virtual College Fair this evening. Thank you for joining us. We have a few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. Your cameras and microphones are off, so the panelists cannot see or hear you, so just get comfortable, relax, and listen to all the great information presented during this session. This is just one of many different sessions happening. Be sure to sign up for additional ones where you signed up for this one. And this presentation is being recorded. It'll be available within about a week at the same website where you registered. We are in session A5. It is the top left part of the screen that I am sharing. That is the order of the institutions that will be presenting this evening. And a quick note, when you ask a question using the Q&A, if it is specific to a school, please name the school in your question. So we'll get started. I get the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Now I'll step out of the way and turn it over to our first presentation from the California Institute of Technology, better known as Caltech.
Okay, thank you everyone. I have gone ahead and shared my screen so you could all see my PowerPoint. Give me 1 second. Okay. Can you all see my PowerPoint? Yes, perfect. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. So hello everyone. Today I will be talking about the California Institute of Technology, or otherwise known as Caltech. We are an intimately sized campus in Pasadena, California. We respectfully acknowledge that our campus is located on the historic lands of the Tongva people. Today I will briefly give you all an introduction to Caltech, and I have my colleague Joanna and a current Caltech student, Shu, help answer questions in the Q&A box. Before getting started, I would like to share the lens through which I see Caltech. My name is Kimberly Ortiz, and my pronouns are she, her, and hers, and I'm an admissions counselor at Caltech. I was the first in my family to graduate from college, making me a first-generation student. And lastly, I am bilingual. I also speak Spanish. So now let's get to learn about Caltech. Curiosity. Curiosity is what put Curiosity and soon Perseverance on Mars. Both rovers were built at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, a division of Caltech. Much of what you learn in STEM classes today can be traced in some way to Caltech, Robert Millikan's oil drop experiment, the theory of quantum, electrodynamics, why Pluto is a dwarf planet, and think of these scientists. Francis Arnold, who pioneered the directed evolution of enzymes and won a Nobel Prize in 2018, becoming the 5th woman to win the prize in chemistry. Katie Bowman created an algorithm and put together a team that photographed a black hole. She is also part of our faculty. Innovation. Caltech values innovation, and it is a playground for scientists. All of our students have access and opportunities to conduct research with professors who create novel procedures and devices. They discover new life and planets and answer questions that have not yet been answered before. Here you see students working in the Jim Hop prototyping lab, at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and then wet labs doing primary research, often through our Summer Undergraduate Research Fellowship Program, or otherwise referred to as SURF. Discovery. At Caltech, we foster curiosity and discovery. We have around 950 undergraduate students and a 3-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio. We educate outstanding students to become creative members of society. We have a 44% female to 56% male ratio. These statistics represent sex assigned at birth. We are need-based financial aid, and we meet 100% of the demonstrated financial need. In our residential research community, techers are creative. Our students live, learn, collaborate, and have downtime on campus. In a residential section of Pasadena, 95% of our students live on campus, and Caltech is an intimately sized residential research community, and our approach to teaching and learning reflects that. Our size helps us foster a collaborative environment. Interdisciplinary. Caltech's education is interdisciplinary. We take an interdisciplinary approach to STEM, which is seen in our core curriculum. This compromises both of STEM and humanities and social sciences. Regardless of the intended major, all students have an interdisciplinary base to anchor their studies. applying to Caltech. So here I will briefly go over the admission requirements to apply to Caltech. So you will see that we accept either the common application or the collision application. We do not have a preference. We are proud partners of QuestBridge, and I am actually the Caltech QuestBridge liaison. So if you do have any questions about QuestBridge and Caltech, you will be contacting me directly, and I could share my contact information later on. Please note something really important in this list is that Caltech has enacted a 2-year moratorium. So briefly, what that means is that we will not be requiring the SAT or ACT for the entry of 2021 and 2022. This means that we will not consider the scores as part of the application, and Caltech does not require SAT subject tests, nor will they be considered. So we will be looking more closely at your curriculum, coursework, and progression in making our decision. In the list, you will also see that we require teacher evaluations, secondary school report, academic transcripts, and optional materials. Again, in our website, you could find more specific details about the requirements, and you could ask us through the Q&A box, and we could help you answer those questions. So I will move on to our contact information. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at ugadmissions@caltech.edu. And also, this is a direct website to our admissions website, and you will find all the in-depth information there. So in a nutshell, that is Caltech. And now I will pass it on to the next presenter.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I want to remind everyone that to ask questions, just use the Q&A button that you see on your screen as part of the Zoom interface. And again, if you have a question for a specific school, please make sure that you name the school in your question. You can see on the screen, we're in session A5, the upper left there. And we do have reps from every school, so we should expect to hear from everyone tonight. Next up, the Oregon Institute of Technology.
All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Jim, and I am an admissions counselor with Oregon Tech. Russ, can you see my screen all right on the presentation there?
Yes.
All right. So we are one of the 8 public universities in the state of Oregon. We go by Oregon Tech, but originally known as Oregon Institute of Technology. We are located in beautiful Klamath Falls, Oregon, and Southern Oregon. We do have traditional and residence halls as well as apartment style living. We are ran off renewable energy, such as over 7,000 solar panels on campus, as well as a geothermal well that produces heat and energy to our buildings. So hopefully by 2050, we're going to be climate neutral at our main campus location. We are also over 100 square acres on our main campus, and it looks over beautiful Southern Oregon, as you can see in that picture there. We also have where 100 square acres, smaller, but total student population size is over 5,000, but we do represent about 2,300 full-time undergraduate students with 300 days of sunshine and 4 seasons. Sometimes we joke that we get all 4 seasons for the weather in one day. So very easy to get around our campus location. We are the premier polytechnic university in the state of Oregon, providing our motto of hands-on education for real-world achievement. So our students are required to participate in an experiential learning outcome, whether that's in our College of Engineering or our College of Health and Sciences. We have hands-on curriculums that start from day 1 with no impacted programs. Students have the opportunity to take up to 8 engineering classes in their first year, along with their general core classes for their intended major. We focus on experiential learning outcomes in different formats, such as projects and labs, internships working with organizations in the industry, and then also externships for health science students that are gaining opportunities in clinical rotations at hospital settings. Our average class size is under 20 students, with over 90% of our classes under 30. And then because of our hands-on curriculum and all of our classes taught by professors, not by teaching assistants, we have a 96% graduate success, where students are gaining jobs when they graduate within 6 months or are in graduate school. We are also the top university in the state of Oregon for starting average salary for our graduates. Moving into academics, we are broken down into our College of Engineering, Technology, and Management. Some of the more common engineering programs you'll see are mechanical engineering technology, and manufacturing engineering, where students are taking a set of classes in their first couple of years within engineering, focusing on foundational labs and lectures, and then going into aeronautical, aerospace, or automotive within these programs. We were the first school in the nation to offer renewable energy engineering as an option for looking at solar, wind, hydro, and geothermal resources. We do offer a common core for our computer systems engineering technology program, where students are involved in 8 engineering classes covering hardware, software, and embedded systems. We do have business degrees as well, and cybersecurity being a big one. So protecting databases and networks and looking at cyber security as well as ethical hacking is a part of our curriculum. If you like healthcare but don't like blood and guts, you can do healthcare management and work in administration or health informatics within data and collection of research. For health science, we have students in ultrasound programs, x-ray programs that are all bachelor's of science degrees. Nursing and dental hygiene are very popular as well. We have an 80% acceptance rate into our medical programs. For students that are completing biology health science as an undergraduate degree, they are offered 80% acceptance rate into their first time medical school. So with a hospital across the street, a lot of experience is gained. Environmental sciences and data science are very popular within our other science programs. Right here, won't spend too much time, but we do require our admissions for 4 years of English. We require 4 years of math, 3 years of lab science, so biology, chemistry, anatomy, or additional courses, 2 years of a social studies. We like to see a career technical education or fine art, so anything outside of the common core, such as wood shop, metal shop, robotics, introduction to engineering, health sciences, digital photography, things of that nature. The academic elective is just one of the top 4 subjects, so if you have 4 years of lab science or 3 years of social studies. We do not require essays, letters of recommendation. We are test optional, and our admissions application will be directly through our website. We're not a part of the common application. And if you message me today, I will give you an opportunity to apply if you are a senior today with a waiver code. We are a part of the Western Undergraduate Exchange Program. So students coming from one of the 15 Western states pay about 150% of in-state tuition, which is around $16,000 a year. And we have additional scholarships for merit-based, and also students can apply for additional scholarships if you are coming to study engineering, health science, or business with us. There's no special requirements for these programs as long as students are being admitted to the university during your senior year of high school. This is our merit-based scholarship. So right there, the WUE award for our Western Undergraduate Exchange students can earn $4,000 annually just for being admitted to the university. And these are renewable scholarships, so earning up to $16,000 of free aid in scholarship format is available to students that apply before May 1st of your senior year. If you have more questions about these or anything about Oregon Tech, I will be monitoring the chat today, and this is my contact information. So thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy the next presenters.
Tim, thank you very much. And I want to remind everyone that if you have questions, use the Q&A button. If it's for a specific institution, please include the school's name in your question. Up next, we'll hear from DigiPen Institute of Technology.
Hi, my name is Adele Karoum, and I'm here from DigiPen Institute of Technology. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, DigiPen is located in Redmond, Washington. We were founded in 1988. Our president and founder, Claude Comer, was a president at Nintendo Software Technology. And DigiPen started as a production company, and that's why we have a little bit of a unique name for a college. We now are a private four-year college, and we have 4 areas of expertise: computer science, digital art and animation, game design and development, and music and sound design. We're located just outside of Seattle, about 16 miles out, so it's probably about a 20-minute drive depending on traffic. And it's really a great place to be because you're close to a city and all of the resources there and entertainment and everything, but you're in more of a quiet and suburban area. But it's also a tech hub. There are a lot of great companies in the area in Redmond, including Microsoft. DigiPen is the first school in the world to offer a bachelor's degree in video game programming. Our average class size is 20. We have about 1,100 students. We have 8 undergraduate degrees and 2 master's degree programs. Our graduates are credited on more than 1,500 commercial video games. And so you can go to our website. There's a page called Alumni Success, and you can look at that and see a complete list of all of the games that our alumni have been involved in. And I'm sure many of them are games that you've played or that you know of. We are ranked as a top 5 video game design school by the Princeton Review for the last 10 years. And our students have won more IGF awards from the International Game Festival than any other school in the world. And our students also have won a lot of awards and festival selections for animation and other projects as well. This is a list of our undergraduate programs and graduate programs at DigiPen. Our computer science programs, we have a regular Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and also a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Machine Learning. We have 3 different game design and development degrees. The first one is a Bachelor of Arts in Game Design. That degree is primarily a design degree, and so it's going to be more of a broad course selection. You'll be taking some game design classes. You'll get a little bit of computer science in that major, but you're more going to be focusing on things like level design, the user experience, how easy or difficult it is, the economics of the game, all of those aspects of the game. So it's primarily a design major. We also have a Bachelor's of Science in Computer Science and Game Design. And that is first and foremost a computer science degree. So that's more if you like coding and you want to get up into those higher levels of math and computer science, but you also want some aspects of game design in your curriculum, that's a good degree program for you. And finally, in that category, we have a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Real-Time Interactive Simulation. And that's a really long bunch of words, but really that is our video game development degree. So that's for students who want to get into higher levels of math, computer science, physics, and really work on programming games and also on creating game engines. For our digital art and animation programs, we have a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Digital Art and Animation. It starts with traditional art, so that's going to be courses in drawing, painting, and sculpture. And then you move into 2D and 3D digital art and then into animation. And finally, our music and audio degrees, we have a Bachelor of Arts in Music and Sound Design. That is primarily a music major for people with vocal or instrumental experience coming into it. And we have a Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Digital Audio. And that's for students who are interested in computer science, but who want to focus on programming audio. So a lot of students want to work on programming audio in the game industry. Our academic approach is a combination of academic fundamentals and project-based learning. So you will have some lecture courses to learn knowledge and theory and just get your basics down. And that will include individual study and assignments, but then it also moves into project-based learning. So applying what you've learned and working in project classes. By your 3rd or 4th year at DigiPen, you get into interdisciplinary teams. So students are working on a team with like a computer science student, music students, art students, all creating a game together. And so you graduate with 3 to 4 professional quality projects by the time you finish your time at DigiPen, which helps people to go on the job market. Preparing to apply for Bachelor of Science programs, we really want to see a strong foundation with math, science, and problem-solving skills. Pre-calculus is required for most of our programs, with the exception of Bachelor of Science in Computer Science and Game Design. For game design programs, we are looking for a strong foundation in writing, art, music, history, and psychology. Math through pre-calculus is recommended, but not required. For the Bachelor of Fine Arts, we're looking for a strong foundation in drawing from observation. And there's a portfolio requirement, so check out our website or reach out to me afterwards for more information on that. And for music and sound design, we're looking for proficiency in music, and that also has a portfolio requirement, and you can read more about that on our website. So here's our contact information, or you can reach out to me directly. Again, my name is Adele Karoum, and my information is on our website. But you can also, if you're writing anything down, you can email me at adele.karoum. It's adele.karoum@digipen.edu. And we have a lot of great events. If you go on our website where it says visit us, we have all of our live online events. And we have some that are really focused on the degree programs. At DigiPen, you apply directly to your degree program. So you can get a little more information from faculty and students in some of these workshops to learn about more about the degree programs to be sure you pick the one that's the best fit for you. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much. And a reminder, ask questions using the Q&A button. And if it's for a specific school, make sure you name the school in your question. We have heard 3 of our 6 institutions presenting in this session. Next up, the University of Advancing Technology.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Lori with University of Advancing Technology. We are located in Tempe, Arizona. So we're close to Vegas, about an hour plane flight or just a few hours drive. We have less than 1,000 students, only about 15 students a class, and we offer all technology degrees. We offer Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science degrees, as well as master's degrees. You can choose your favorite degree, and you'll have 8 elective classes to take classes from other degrees, or you can double major. Some things that make us unique are that we have less than 1,000 students. When you graduate, you'll graduate with your bachelor's degree, an internship, and a student innovation project. So you'll have something to show. And our class sizes, the average class size is about 15 students a class. And we have dorms right on our campus. So it's just a 1-minute walk from the dorms to classes. Everything is right there. And everybody starts out at the same beginner level. No previous experience is needed in any of our degrees. As long as you have the interest, we'll teach you. So under our digital arts degrees, we offer digital video, which includes visual effects, advertising art, digital marketing, and web design. Our software engineering degrees are advancing computer science, data science, and artificial intelligence. Video game studies. We offer game design, virtual reality, game art and animation, and game programming. Business and innovation degrees include technology studies. This prepares you for careers in marketing, management, or owning your own company, and business technology, which focuses more on product development. Cybersecurity degrees, we have our network engineering. This is our IT degree, network security, and technology forensics. Under creation and simulation, we offer robotics and embedded systems. For us, this is a combination of mechanical, electrical, and computer engineering. Human-computer interaction is creating user interfaces and user experiences. And digital maker and fabrication, which is a design and manufacturing degree. We're regionally accredited through the Higher Learning Commission, which is recognized by the Department of Education. We have our own application, and you can apply as a sophomore, junior, or senior in high school. It's free to apply. There's no SAT nor ACT required. We ask you 5 mini essay questions and combine it with your GPA to determine acceptance and scholarships. We don't have a specific GPA requirement. Although our average incoming GPA has been a 3.1, we have accepted students with higher, of course, and lower than that. We understand that students that love technology may always do good in tech classes, maybe not so good in other classes, but they would totally excel at UAT. So that's why we don't have a specific GPA requirement. And when you apply, we will look at your application for scholarships. You don't have to do anything else except apply. We'll call you within 2 weeks, let you know your acceptance status, and how much of a scholarship you're eligible for. You can get between $400 to $5,000 per semester in scholarships. We have all kinds of clubs at UAT, like esports that competes in Overwatch and Fortnite, anime, manga, League of Legends, robotics club, Pokemon trainers club, as well as other clubs too. So this concludes my presentation. If you have any questions, please add them to the chat, and I'll pass this back to the facilitator, Russ. Thank you all for your time.
Thank you very much. And as Lori mentioned, using the Q&A is where you can ask questions of any of our presenters. And if it is for a specific school, name the school in your question so they know that you are addressing them. Up next, the next 6-minute presentation will be from the Illinois Institute of Technology. You're still muted.
There we go.
There
All
you go.
better. Okay, awesome. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Natalia Linares, and I'm one of the admission counselors at Illinois Tech. So Illinois Tech is also known as Illinois Institute of Technology, and we're located on the Chicago South Side. We are a small private university with about 3,000 undergraduate students, and we have representation from every state in the US as well as over 100 countries. So this tight-knit community gives you the ability to connect with professors as well as your peers. The personalities we tend to attract are really entrepreneurs, hands-on learners, innovators, and interdisciplinary thinkers. Now, when we're looking at our colleges specifically, we have 40 different majors in 5 different colleges. Those are Armour College of Engineering, our College of Computing, our School of Architecture, our Lewis College of Science and Letters, and even our Stewart School of Business. So you will find everything from civil engineering, biomedical engineering, computer science, to information technology management, to your more traditional sciences like biology, physics, and chemistry. Then additionally, we have a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. In addition to those majors, we offer 50 robust choices of minors. And for those of you who might be interested in professional school in the future, we also offer special programs like pre-med and pre-law. Now, when you're looking at a little bit about the hallmarks of our Illinois Tech education, we have some standout courses and some standout programs. The first is Introduction to the Profession, and this really gives you exposure to the field of study during your first semester. Civil engineers might be serving the campus within their first week. Aerospace students might be designing model aircrafts. Additionally, we have iPro, which is an interprofessional project program. This typically takes place your 3rd or 4th year, and here it pulls students from across schools to solve real-world problems. An example of a iPro was a mesh net for washing machines or a COVID-19 tracking app. And students came up with these ideas, or outside organizations come in and ask for students' help. Additionally, where iPro, you dream it and imagine it, in the idea shop you create it. It's a state-of-the-art prototyping lab, which houses our 3D printers, wood cutters, laser printers. It's really a playground for the imagination. Then we have Elevate. Elevate is our umbrella organization that houses all our study abroad opportunities, research opportunities, internships, and co-ops. Now, we do take academics seriously, but just as we work hard, we also play hard at Illinois Tech. Many students come to IIT for the quality education, but stay for the love of their experience. There's over 150 different organizations, anything from faith-based, major-based, recreational to cultural clubs. Additionally, being in Chicago, it's a hub of culture. So there'll be access to downtown, which is only a 15-minute train ride from us. Additionally, as a first-year student, you have an opportunity to live in an array of different residence halls. Some are more modern industrial style featured on the presentation. Row Village, it looks like a toaster with slits opening being rooftop patios, 2 suites connected by an adjoining bathroom. Additionally, we have your more traditional campus residence, which is the McCormick Student Village. You'll have a room with a roommate, and then you'll share a communal bathroom across the floor. Now, when you're looking at the application process, we understand that COVID-19 has created obstacles, and as such, we will try to make the application process as smooth as possible. With that being said, we are going test optional, meaning you can choose or choose not to submit test scores, and it will be at no disadvantage to you in either the application process or the scholarship process. The things that we will need for a complete application include the Common App, which is free of cost. We will ask for a supplemental essay, why Illinois Tech, and why do you want to study what you want to study. Then after that, we will need a high school transcript. We're going to be looking at what type of classes you're taking. Are you taking advantage of the rigor? So IBs, AP classes, honor classes. Additionally, we'll need 1 letter of recommendation, but we accept up to 3. And to give you a little bit more context, typically for our middle 50%, we see a GPA of anywhere from 4.0 to 4.3. For GPA, SAT of a 1285 to 1370 and 29 to 32 on ACT. But please keep in mind, we are holistic in review. As for scholarship, we offer a wide array of scholarships. Automatically, students will receive a merit scholarship ranging anywhere from $10,000 to $30,000 per year, and it is renewable across 4 years of their Illinois Tech education. Additionally, we have full tuition to full tuition room and board scholarships available online with an additional application. Finally, you will note that we are #1 on return on investment and number 36 in best value university. So these factors really draw attention to our applicants. And as such, I will leave my information on the screen. So if you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out. We are a resource here for you, and we will try to make the application as smooth as possible for you. Thank you.
Thank you. And I want to remind everyone again that the way to ask questions, use the Q&A button and make sure you name the school your question is aimed for. Unless it's a general question, then just ask it away. Next up, we'll hear from New Mexico Tech.
All right, everybody. Oh, come on. Why is this not working? Apologize, everybody. Give me 1 second. Here we go. All right. Sorry about that, everybody. But my name is Joseph Romero. I'm an associate director for admission and recruitment at New Mexico Tech. So for those of you who don't know, New Mexico Tech is located in Socorro, New Mexico. We're about an hour south of Albuquerque. So you can fly in, drive down, or we also have access to what's called the Rail Runner, which can get you to Belen. And then we have the ability to pick up students from and to take them to the airport. So again, thank you for joining me. Little quick tech tidbit, we are a pretty small institution. We only have about 2,000 students on campus. Our undergraduates make up just shy of 1,500 of that, with the graduate students making up the additional almost 500. So we are a small campus, but we do encompass about 44.4 square miles of the area because we have an explosive research facility on site that's located behind M Mountain. And they do a bunch of cool stuff out there. They do a bunch of missile testing. If you've seen the Mythbusters, they 9 times out of 10, if there's a rocket sled that they use in Mythbusters, it was done here at our facility. Benefit about New Mexico Tech is we are a small institution that allows us to have a 12-to-1 student to faculty ratio. You can see our average class sizes range from anywhere from 20, 25 students. Largest class size could be your basic sciences that you have to take your freshman year. That could get up to 60, but this year freshman chemistry topped out at about 40. So still very small, even though those are our biggest classes. Smallest class sizes could be 1, and that could be just you and a professor doing an independent study, working on research right away your freshman or sophomore year. Average lab sizes, again, 10 to 15. Our admission requirements for a high school graduate is we need to have both a GPA requirement and the test score requirement. If you have a 2.5 GPA or better and an ACT score of 21 or an SAT of 1070, you'll be automatically admitted to the university. We do also honor AP credit and IB credit. What's nice is once we get to the scholarships, I'll talk again about that admission requirement because our application for admission also doubles as your financial aid and scholarship, or your scholarship application. Pictures you can see here are some of the unique things that we get to do on our campus. So right here under the high school graduate list is our Dr. Dean Wilkinson. He's a vet in town, and he actually brings his horse onto campus whenever he's teaching anatomy and physiology, and he paints the skeletal structure on one side and then the muscle structure on the other side, and allows our students to really get out of class, much more of a hands-on learning approach. And then of course you can see here one of our graduates from our technical communications program works for Disney's social media team, and she got to interview Lin-Manuel Miranda. So these are our various engineering programs that we offer at New Mexico Tech. If you see an asterisk by the accompanying program, that means that we offer a 5-year bachelor-master program. So in 5 years, you can graduate with your Bachelor of Science and your Master's of Science from New Mexico Tech. We got the big ones from mechanical engineering to computer science and engineering. Electrical engineering is really big on our campus, and also materials engineering. Mineral engineering also has the explosive minor that you can add on to that. Mechanical engineering also has that in the various roles that they have and the minors that you can get there. Moving on to our science programs, again, same thing. If you see the asterisk by the program in question, that means that you can get the 5-year bachelor master's program. So we offer everything from biology to environmental science to physics. We are one of only 5 schools in the nation that offer both astrophysics and atmospheric physics. What's really cool about those 2 programs is that our students can get their foot in the door doing research with professors right away, especially at our Magdalena Ridge Observatory telescope, which has one of the original Hubble telescope lenses. So it's really cool. Students get to go up there all the time. It's a great view of the city, and on a clear night, you can see almost every single star in the sky. So it's really, really cool. Some of our not well-known programs include psychology, technical communication. We also offer associate degrees as well. So these are our direct costs for attending New Mexico Tech for this year. So for non-residents, you can see the tuition and fees is just under $25,000, room and board just under $9,000 for a total cost of $32,878. Now, what's important to remember about those is those reflect the most expensive housing and the most expensive meal plan. So if you choose to live in one of our more basic housing options, choose the not unlimited meal plan, you can knock anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 off of that cost. So moving on to our scholarships. These are our first-time freshman scholarships that all incoming freshmen are eligible for. Specifically, you can note that we are a WUI participating institution. So if you qualify for that, now this year we actually are allowing students to stack a tuition reduction scholarship in addition to a first-time freshman scholarship. So you can get the WUI scholarship plus the gold, silver, presidential, copper scholarship as well. So those will stack on each other, giving our students really good opportunities. I mentioned earlier, I'll talk about our admission requirements in addition to our scholarship. But again, our application for admission doubles as your scholarship application. So there's no essays, no additional any requirements that you have to apply for scholarships. It's all in one application. If you meet the test score and the GPA requirement, you automatically get the scholarship. And we encourage students to accept their scholarships right away. And so if you want to learn more about us, we have our various options online as well. You can definitely contact us or let me know in the chat once we wrap up here if you want to learn any more about New Mexico Tech. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And I want to thank everyone for presenting this evening and everyone for attending. I would like each of the representatives to come back on camera real quick. If I want to do something very quickly, I'm going to put you each on the spot. We'll go in the order that you presented. I just want to ask one quick question. We'll go round robin, maybe 20 seconds each, just to name your favorite, I'll say campus tradition, your favorite thing about the campus or the vibe of the school. And we'll start with Caltech.
I have a lot, but I could say we have a cannonball that we fire at the beginning of every term. It's a little different now that we are virtual, of course, but I know my first time when I was new at Caltech, that startled me, but also made me feel part of the community. So I would say that is my favorite tradition, or one of my favorite traditions.
Excellent. Next up, we'll do Oregon Tech.
I think the best tradition that our students have is the week of welcome allows our students to connect throughout the week, but then we are based in the Cascade Mountains. So we have an O and a T for Oregon Tech on the hill behind our university. And so students hike up there with glow sticks on the last night. And then we always take a picture, but you can see the beautiful sunset and Cascade Mountain Range just above our Klamath Lake, which is a huge lake just south of campus. So that's a great way to start every fall term for our students.
Excellent. DigiPen, Institute of Technology.
This is sort of a funny thing, but our school pre-COVID has a thing called Outbreak, and it's like a humans versus zombies game that goes on the campus, and students are assigned to teams and don't know kind of who's on each team, and it's and that's a lot of fun for all of the students to get involved in.
Excellent. How about the University of Advancing Technology?
Our students have a 48-hour game jam challenge where they get into teams and they stay up for 48 hours to create a game, and then they compete against each other.
Excellent. Illinois Tech.
We have the pumpkin launch. So every year during late September, early October, students try to build the biggest trebuchet or catapult to launch a pumpkin the farthest. And students will actually compete for distance and precision.
Excellent. That sounds fun. New Mexico Tech.
So at New Mexico Tech, during our 49ers homecoming celebration, we have a thing called the M Mountain Run. And so we, of course, we have the big M Mountain that's located on our campus, and our students will have to come up with an innovative way to pack 50 pounds of chalk dust on their back and climb up the mountain and resurvey the M into it. And so you'll see students do duct tape it to themselves and bungee cord it to themselves. And it's just a lot of fun during a Friday of homecoming.
Fantastic. Thank you to each of you for sharing those fun things about your campus with us. And thank you to everyone for attending this evening and this session. When you close this window, there'll be a link to a very quick 4-question survey. We'd appreciate any feedback you can provide. Also, this is just one of many sessions being hosted. Be sure to sign up for additional ones where you signed up for this one. And in about a week, you'll be able to find this session's recording as well as all of the other session recordings. Again, the same place that you signed up for this session. Again, thank you to each of our presenters tonight for participating. And everyone have a great evening. Thank you.